So this is a meditation practice called Metta Bhavana, taken from the Buddhist tradition. Metta means loving kindness, and Bhavana is the practice, the offering. So it has 5 different parts, and I'm going to teach you a simplified version of perhaps a more full version you could do. Basically, you express a blessing of loving kindness to first yourself, then to a loved one, and the third part you express this blessing to someone you don't know very well, a stranger, someone you've encountered but don't know fully. And then the fourth part is someone you don't like at the moment, or you have some charge or a trigger with, or an enemy. And then the fifth part is for everybody, all beings and all realms of existence. So we'll simplify the blessing to these 3 statements. May you be well, may you be loved, and may you be happy. So each stage you are trying to include the person you're visualizing in your meditation area. You're trying to visualize them as much as you possibly can, sitting in front of them or bringing them in somehow to your practice and wishing them those. So I'll guide you through the 5 different parts, and I'll use my bell to signify when we're moving to the next stage. So for now, just find a comfortable seat. So if you're in a chair, you probably want to move towards the front, or at least the middle of the chair, so that you can roll your pelvis forward and point your sitting bones and pubic bone down. And your feet can be flat, maybe without shoes on if you're warm enough, so they can really spread into the earth. Pressing down into the earth equally through the right and left sides, and then just relaxing the shoulders, lifting them up, drawing them back, sliding the shoulder blades down the back to find a comfortable seat there. And you can always pad that with pillows. Once you've found the nice sitting position for your on a chair with your natural curves of your spine, you can always place a pillow in the small of your back if you need extra support. And if you're sitting on the floor, then you can sit cross-legged. Make sure, though, that your hips are a bit higher than your knees so that you can breathe properly and sit properly, and that you can again point the pelvis, the pubic bone, down towards the floor, really respecting that natural curve in the spine and allowing 3D expansion of the rib cage, front to back, side to side, top to bottom, so full expression of the breath. And if that's not comfortable for you cross-legged, you can always try kneeling. Straddling a bolster is very, very comfortable, or kneeling up on a few blocks or a few cushions with your feet on the floor but the cushions underneath your sitting bones. Again, really important to press that pelvis, the pubic bone down. So once you've found your position, just relaxing into that position, relaxing into that natural curve of the lower back, the lumbar spine, and just allowing for that 3D expression of the breath so that you can find the position for your rib cage and your shoulders and neck comfortably. If you're looking side on to the body, you'd want to see the ear lined up with the shoulder bones and the hip, all in one nice line. And so the crown of the head is really reaching up towards the sky. Sometimes we bring the throat back a little bit just to lengthen into the curve of the neck. And once you feel comfortable enough to be still, then we try to go for stillness for the rest of the practice. Obviously, if you need to roll your shoulders at any point or relax your neck, then please feel free. But moments of stillness and silence really, really benefiting that sort of shut down, restorative aspect of meditation practice. And so we start by settling in on the breath. It's like coming home. Once you've found your position where you can optimally breathe in this 3D way, front to back, side to side, top to bottom, it's like coming home to yourself. So welcoming yourself home, welcoming yourself into this sacred space of breath and stillness and silence. Following the natural passage of the breath through the lungs, through the nose, filling the lungs. If possible, breathing with the mouth closed, just through the nose. But if that's not possible, then have the mouth open, that's fine. The eyes can be closed if that feels okay. So you can really limit or start to take external stimuli away from the equation so that you can really hear the whispers of the body, the whispers of the heart. Just withdrawing the senses a little bit, pratyahara. If you don't like to close your eyes, you can just soften your gaze down towards the tip of your nose. Don't use too much muscular energy from the eyes though, just softening the gaze. Fixing your gaze on a point but not concentrating on it so that you can kind of shut down the unnecessary stimuli entering in through the passage of the sight. And just beginning to allow the breath to deepen a little bit and slow down. Just enjoying this indulgence of doing nothing but watch yourself breathe. Finding it fascinating and interesting to watch the full expression of the breath into the lungs, into the thoracic cavity, watching the belly as it expands as you breathe in, feeling the diaphragm flatten down as you breathe in, and feeling all the ribs move, all the muscular energy of the breath and the ribs moving, changing your shape, literally transforming you with every breath in, and watching as the breath out is kind of like your reset and allowing you to just completely let go and surrender into this present moment. Just preparing mentally for a meditation practice that's not necessarily an easy one, this one. So just with this initial breath, just find the space in your heart to just sit with this practice. Just to practice this. That's all you need to show up and see what happens. And to keep bringing your mind back into the present moment with the breath. Whenever you find yourself wandering or maybe numbing out from this process, just having a very gentle, persuasive energy bringing you back. So we'll start the practice now with the first part of the Metta Bhavana, where you're going to repeat the blessing to yourself. So here you are sitting in meditation, and you're just going to hold space for yourself. And you're going to repeat this blessing. May I be well. May I be loved. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be loved. May I be happy. Well, loved, and happy. And you can just continue repeating that blessing to yourself. Hold yourself in your meditation practice in whatever way works for you. Maybe visualizing yourself sitting in front of you, looking into your own eyes, sending this blessing. And you can connect these three parts of the blessing with a breath cycle. So you can either use one whole breath in and out to repeat the three parts of the blessing, or if you prefer, all three parts of the blessing with the inhalation and all three parts of the blessing with the exhalation. But however feels right, connecting the breath in with that. May I be well. May I be loved. May I be happy. And please continue with this practice for the next few minutes. And then gently let that go and take a couple of deep breaths. And now you're going to visualize someone you love very, very dearly. And you're going to bring them into your meditation practice. And you can sit them down and look into their eyes. And you can repeat the same blessing to them. May you be well. May you be loved. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be loved. May you be happy. Well, loved, happy. And you're just going to hold space for that loved one in your meditation practice, connecting the blessing with your breath cycle. And just continue to practice for the next few minutes. And let that go. Take a deep breath. And now the third part of the practice is to visualize somebody you don't know very well. It's hard to visualize these people. Maybe you don't know the face very well, but however you can, hold space for a stranger or someone you've seen on the street or in the supermarket, but you don't know very well. Someone who's slightly familiar but unknown to you. And you can bring them into your meditation practice in whatever way feels appropriate. And again, same blessing said to that person. May you be well, may you be loved, and may you be happy. May you be well, may you be loved, may you be happy. And just continue to practice for the next few minutes. And let that go and take a deep breath. And then the next part of the practice is to bring in someone who you don't like very much, who you have a certain charge with, or who presses all your buttons. Someone who triggers you, someone who you might prefer not to bring into your meditation practice. And this is possibly the hardest part, but the juiciest and really beneficial part of the practice. So bring that person in to your meditation space, hold space for that person, sit them down before you, and repeat the same blessing. May you be well, may you be loved, may you be happy. May you be well, may you be loved, may you be happy. Well, loved, and happy. And continuing to practice, continuing to repeat this blessing, continuing to connect with your breath for the next few minutes. And let that go. Take a deep breath, maybe a sighing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And now we move to the final part of this Metta Bhavana practice, and we bring in all beings, all creatures, all people, all beings from all levels of creation, from all realms of existence, past, present, future. Bringing in all beings and repeating this same blessing to all beings everywhere. May you be well. May you be loved. May you be happy. So bringing them in your own way, however you can, however feels right. There's no wrong way to practice this meditation. May all beings in all realms of existence receive this blessing. And just repeat for the next couple of minutes. And then let that go. Take a lovely deep breath. And begin when you're ready to come out of this meditation practice. Just becoming aware once again of your body and how you're sitting. Becoming aware gradually of your orientation in the room. The sounds you can hear in the room or maybe further away. You can let your ears work like a radar, tuning into sounds further and further away, just to start the process of moving back out into the world. And you can just become aware of any images that you're seeing in front of your closed eyes, any smells that you can smell, any tastes that you have in your mouth. You can start to reintegrate into your world, the world of the outside, starting to move your hands, move your body a little bit. Gently open your eyes, maybe look down to begin with, and then start to invite colour and shape and form back into your vision. And moving and stretching and really allowing yourself to reintegrate to your breath, to the room, to the rest of the day. Thank you for practicing. This is a really good meditation to practice daily for a period of time, especially if you're having trouble with certain people in your life, trouble with forgiveness or feeling hurt. It's a really good practice when repeated. It becomes a very, very powerful way of releasing yourself. And I hope that you enjoy it. And I'll just leave you with this beautiful chant, Lokaha Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May all creatures, all beings in all realms of existence be filled with peace, joy, love, and light. Thank you.